Good morning, class 8 students. I am your mathematics teacher, and this video is the part 5 video for the rational numbers. This would be the last part of the rational numbers. Till now we have seen what is the rational number. The rational numbers are of the form P by Q. We have studied about various mathematical operations on the rational numbers, all the properties of the rational numbers, and in last video we have seen how to plot these rational numbers on the number line. In this video we are going to study about how to find out other rational numbers between the given rational number. Let's see. To find out the rational numbers between any two rational numbers. So they will give you two rational numbers and they will tell you to find out the numbers lying in between them. So like the question 1 says, find out 10 rational numbers lying in between minus 3 by 11 and 8 by 11. So both of these are first of all the rational numbers because they are in the form of P by Q, and this is the negative rational number and 8 by 11 is the positive rational number. Having the denominators same, both these numbers are having the denominator as 11, that is same denominator. Okay, so we can say that the numbers like minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, all these they lie between the numbers minus 3 and 8. Therefore minus 2 by 11, minus 1 by 11, only we are putting the denominator as 11 in these numbers. Okay, so minus 2 by 11, minus 1 by 11, 0 by 11 or just 0, 1 by 11, 2 by 11, 3 by 11, 4 by 11, 5 by 11, 6 by 11 and 7 by 11. All these are the numbers that lie in between 3 by 11 and 8 by 11. So it is very easy to find out the rational numbers between the numbers who have the denominator same. Only you have to change the numerators. You have to go on increasing the numerators and put the denominator as the same number. So this was very easy. But what if the denominators are different? First of all, let's see one more example to find three rational numbers between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. So what is the difference over here? Here in between 1 and 2 there are not so many numbers. In the last example there were so many numbers in between minus 3 and 8. So it was very easy to find out 10 rational numbers in between them because there are so many numbers in between minus 3 and 8. But in the next question, when we are to find, they have said to find three rational numbers between 1 and 2. So that means we have to do something else. Yes, so the denominators in these numbers is also 7. Let's see how to do this. So rational numbers are 1 by 7 and 2 by 7 in the form of P by Q, and we have to find out uh, three rational numbers. So here we are letting 3 as n. Let 3 be equal to n. Okay, so if n is equal to 3, what is n plus 1? N plus 1 would be 3 plus 1, which is nothing but 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. Now what you have to do, you have to take this number 4 and you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator of the given rational numbers. Two rational numbers are given, okay, and you have to take this n plus 1, in this case it is 4, and you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator with this number. So 1 multiplied with this 4 gives you 4, and denominator 7 multiplied with 4 gives you 28. Then the next rational number was 2 by 7. Here also you will multiply with the same number, that is 4, multiply with the numerator as well as to the denominator. So numerator 2 cross 4 gives us 8, and 7 multiplied by 4 gives you 28 at the denominator. So now you can see we have increased the numbers which lie between 1 and 2. Now they have become 4 by 8, and still the denominator is same. Correct? It is 28 now. So the numbers like 5, 6, 7, all these come in between 4 and 8, and we can put the denominator as 28. So 5 by 28, 6 by 28 and 7 by 28 are the three numbers that lie or come in between 4 by 28 and 8 by 28. What if I tell you to find 99 rational numbers in between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7? We have taken same rational numbers. We found 3 rational numbers in this question. But if I want to find out 99 rational numbers, then we'll take n as 99, and in this case n plus 1 will become 100. Correct? So you will multiply the numerator and the denominator with 100 to get 100 upon 700. Similarly, you will take second rational number 2 by 7 and multiply the numerators and denominator by 100 to get 200 and upon 700. So you can say that the numbers starting from 101 to 199, all these numbers will come in between the two rational numbers. So that means you can find any number of rational numbers in between the given rational numbers. If it is 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. You have to just take that number, add 1 and just multiply the numerator and the denominator with it, and you will get multiple numbers or as many as possible numbers in between the rational numbers. So we can say that there are infinite rational numbers. We cannot even count the infinite rational numbers between the two rational numbers. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Let's see one more example. Now let's change the denominator. Till now we have seen with the same denominator we have to just multiply the numerator and the denominator. In the next question it is said that find 5 rational numbers in between 1 by 4 and 2 by 5. So here the denominators have changed. The denominators of these two rational numbers are not same. Okay. So first of all we need to make the denominators as same, okay, so that they become equal. For that we have to take the LCM of the denominators, that is 4 and 5 in this case. So we will take the LCM of 4 and 5 which will be 20. Now we have to take first rational number, that is 1 by 4, and try to make the denominator as 20. How 4 will give 20 when it gets multiplied with 5? So we have to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator with the number 5. Okay, so this will give you 1, 5 is a 1, and 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. Now you have to take the next rational number, that is 2 by 5. Now again we have to make this 5 equal to 20 because our LCM is 20. So 5 will give 20 after it gets multiplied with 4. So here we have to multiply the numerator and denominator both by 4. So 4 multiplied with 2 in the numerator gives you 8, and in the denominator we get 20. So number of rational numbers required. Now they have said to find out the 5 rational numbers in between these. Correct? So we can say that n is equal to 5. If n is equal to 5, n plus 1 will become 6. So in the numerator and denominator of both these rational numbers, the new ones, because now the denominators have become equal, that is equal to 20. Okay, so now you have to take these two rational numbers 5 by 20 and 8 by 20 and multiply the numerator and denominators of both of these rational numbers by the number 6. Okay, so 5 6 is 30, 26 is 120, 8 6 is 48, and 20 into 6 is 120. Okay, now you can see that the numbers like 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 46 till 48, all these numbers lie in between 30 and 48, and you can write any 5 numbers from these as the rational numbers which come in between 1 by 4 and 2 by 5, that is 31 by 120, 32 by 120, 33 by 120, 34 by 120, and 35 by 120. You can also write 46 by 120, 47 by 120, because all of them lie in between 1 by 4 and 2 by 5. I hope you have understood. So you must know that there are infinite numbers that lie in between any two given numbers, any two given rational numbers. There are infinite number of rational numbers. Okay. Now this is a question. Tell what property. We have studied about the properties of the rational numbers. So see one question. Tell what property allows you to compute 1 by 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 7 by 8. They have put a bracket over 4 and 7 by 8. Now they have written the same rational numbers on the other hand side, and they have changed the bracket. Okay, they have now kept the bracket with 1 by 3 and 4, and that means they have changed the order of multiplication when there are three rational numbers. They have taken three rational numbers and changed the order of multiplication. Which property follows this? There are three rational numbers and the order of multiplication changes. That means you have to tell only about the property. You need not to solve this, but tell the property. So this is the associative property. The associative property is that three rational numbers are taken and the order of multiplication is changed among the three rational numbers, then also what the result of both sides would be same. So you can check this. You can multiply this and you can solve this part. So if these two come equal, that means the rational numbers follow the associative property. Over here they were asking only about the property, so it is the associative property. Okay. So this was the end of this chapter, rational numbers. These are the exercise questions of the textbook NCERT Rational Number Chapter 1. This is exercise 1.1. You have to solve these questions in the general copy or in the old maths copy of previous standard 7th. If you have the copy and the pages are left, you can do in that also. The copy would be checked once the school gets reopened. Okay, this is exercise 1.2. So next video we'll start with the next chapter. Please solve your assignments and complete your copies. Till then, thank you.